Hey guys, welcome back to Tackle Tuesday. I'm Ricky Jones, your host, and sorry about not putting this out early enough. I've been pretty busy. I didn't get to videotape this the last couple days when I wanted to and edit it and get it out on time, but I'll try and have this up late Tuesday night, or it'll be out, for everybody to watch Wednesday morning. But today we're going over something that I really like, and I think a lot of fishermen like, is, it's the most exciting way to fish, and that's the topwater baits. There's so many different kinds, so many different brands, different noises that they make, and it's just an all-around exciting way to fish. So without further ado, let's jump right in. First off, we have this little bait right here. It's called the Topwater. Well, Booyah's version of a popper. It's called the Prank. But basically what it is a cupped mouth. Now this one's unique because it has a bill right here, which is pretty interesting. I didn't know that before I took it out. But the Topwater makes a real deep noise when you pop it along the water, and it imitates a bait fish. So I mean, this is the most common type of topwater that anybody could use. It's really not anything that is too advanced for anybody. I mean, beginners, this is their go-to topwater bait, and then they start going to the buzz baits and frogs and all that stuff. But this is really easy. You just give it a couple pops, keep a cadence, pop, pop, pause, pop, pop, pause, around laydowns, docks, grass, any kind of structure, cover, anything. These will always produce. The next bait we have is my favorite bait. It's the one I caught my biggest fish on so far, 7-pound, 15-ounce bass, 1 ounce shy of 8 pounds. And that is the buzz bait. Now, all buzz baits come in different styles, colors. Some have little flags on them, some have 2 blades on them. But these are really for those ones where the situations where bats are chasing bait fish and they're cornering bait fish in coves, creeks, around riprap, anything they're chasing bait fish down. This is going to be the go-to bait. It makes, some make really high-pitched sounds, and then they have these little clickers on them too. But one thing about the buzz bait is after you use it a while, it gets even better. The sound it produces when it first comes out of the package sometimes is not really that whine you want. So you can, a little trick for this is run it through some water, have it just spinning constantly for a few minutes, get it to where you want it to sound, and then go throw it. Or you can just keep throwing it, working it, keep throwing it until it gets that sound. And once you get that sound, you'll know, because then you'll start getting those bites, and they produce really big bites. For me, I've caught 7, 6s, that one that was almost 8 on the buzzbait. Alright, so the next bait that we have is it's newer to the bass fishing community. I mean, it's not a new one, but it's made by Larry Bergdahl, and he kind of originated it for catching big peacock bass and big fish out in the Amazon, and that is the Whopper Plopper. Now, these come in 3 different sizes, 110, a 130, and a 90. Great all-around baits. The smaller ones give that real high-pitched sound, and these bigger ones give that more of a plopping sound. Alright, so the next one that we have is probably the most popular among fishermen. There's so many videos out there. and it's what we went over last week was the frog. I'm not going to go too much in depth to it. If you want to look at how in depth, where to fish it, how to fish it, go back and check out that last week's episode. But it's the popping frog. It's got a little more technique to it, not so much for beginners, but you keep throwing it, you keep practicing with it, you're gonna get that walk-in motion down for it, and it doesn't really make any noise. So, you know, you want to use it around lily pads and such, but go check out last week's episode for the frog, and we'll move on to the next bait. So the next bait we have is it's more unconventional topwater. I think it's more of a subsurface, but it's these wake baits. They kind of swim across, you know, the surface like a crankbait, but they don't dive. And it's really good for imitating shad, moving along the surface, getting chased around on the surface and whatnot. And these have a ton of noise, just like the popar. It's going to make all that rattling noise. It's got full of rattles, but it's just not going to give you that big deep sound. And then the last one we have is the double whopper plopper. Now the reason this is left in the box, I've never used it. And it's a mixture between a buzzbait and the whopper plopper. For me, this seems like a ridiculous invention, but as you know, fishermen have learned over the years, you know, ridiculous things tend to work the best. So I'll probably end up giving this a try this year or next year, but it's the same thing as makes the same noise a whopper plopper does, just more of it, and it distributes more water. So if you want one, go buy one, try it for yourself, check it out. I know I'll be pulling this thing out of the box here pretty soon. Alright, so that's all we have for tonight. If you have any questions, if you want to check out any of my other Tackle Tuesday videos from past weeks, they'll be in this playlist along with this video. If you have any comments, concerns, questions, please leave them in the comment section below. If you like this video, hit that like button. Please subscribe so you can check out more Tackle Tuesday videos as I put them up. And we'll catch you next time. Have fun fishing.